Good day, my highly esteemed viewers. You are welcome back to my channel. Today's talk, we are going to have a look at how to determine the empirical formula and the molecular formula of compounds. By definition, the empirical formula of a compound is the formula which gives the relative number of atoms present in one molecule of the compound. It gives the ratio in which the elements are combined. It's also called the simplest formula of the compound. Unlike the empirical formula, which is not exact, the molecular formula of a compound is the formula which gives the exact number of atoms present in one molecule of the compound. Sometimes, the empirical formula and the molecular formula may have the same calculations, depending on the value they are multiplying with. Whichever way, the empirical formula is not specific. It is the molecular formula that is always specific. Now, let's have an example by using a calculation to portray our point. Now, look at a typical example. A compound contains 84% carbon and 16% hydrogen. Determine A, the empirical formula, B, the molecular formula if the vapor density is 21. To carry out this calculation, what you simply need to do, separate the compound first. I mean the elements. You have carbon and you have hydrogen. So you write out their percentage. Carbon is 84% according to the question, while hydrogen is 16%. The first step you take, divide the percentage by their atomic mass, divide their percentage by the atomic mass, and they give us the atomic mass of carbon as 12, becomes 84 over 12, while that of hydrogen is 1, 16 over 1. You divide by this, you have 7, divide 16 by 1, you have 16. The next step is to divide by the smallest. Say step 2, divide by the smallest to obtain mole ratio, in which case you divide 7 by 7 and ratio 16 by 7. Divide this by this, you have 1. Here, if you divide this, you have 2.8. Remember, if you have 2.8, you can always approximate it to 3. 2.28. 1 ratio 2.2. 2.3. This one is not up to 5, so you can just approximate it to 1 ratio 2. So if you have the ratio of the ratio of the compound or the elements in the compound as 1 to 2, then the empirical formula automatically becomes CH2. So this is CH2. It is not specific because it can still be increased. So in order to make it more specific, we go for the molecular formula. This is the empirical formula. The first person is able to calculate. Then B, molecular formula. In order to calculate molecular formula, they didn't give us the molecular mass. So you have to determine molecular mass for the vapor density. Remember, there's a common formula which says molecular mass is equal to 2 times vapor density. And we are already giving vapor density as 21. Now becomes 2 times 21, which automatically gives 42. So the molecular mass of the compound is 42. In order to find the value which we are going to use to multiply the empirical formula, calculate also the mass of the empirical formula. Say, but empirical formula mass is, which is CH2, as the empirical formula is C is 12 plus 1 times 2, which is 12 plus 2, gives you 14. Then use this 14 to divide 42. You can just call it n. N equals 42 over 14, which automatically gives us 3. Use this 3 to multiply the empirical formula. So therefore, molecular formula equals 3 times empirical formula. Which is 3 times CH2, which gives you C3H6. So this is the compound that we have, C3H6. This compound is known as the molecular formula of the compound, C3H6. Then we can also draw the structure of this compound as writing this. It has 3 carbon. You have something like this. Okay. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is structure of this compound, and the name of this compound is prop. You start counting from here. Prop 1 in. So everything is totally explained. Even though you are expected to stop at this formula, you decide to add this one to in case questions are asked that involve this writing, drawing the structure and naming it. So this is a simple method of determining empirical formula and molecular formula of the compound. Remember, once you are given the vapor density, you can multiply by 2 to get the molecular mass, which will now assist you in calculating the molecular formula. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. Please, as I always say in this channel, kindly subscribe and always press the like buttons. Because as you subscribe, more and more videos are coming your way. God bless you. Thank you for watching.